young men are trying to become famous on YouTube. Their names are Christian and Aldo. They live stream their daily lives, hoping that one day their content will go viral and they will become internet celebrities. But so far, their live streams have never attracted more than 100 viewers. Despite the lack of success, Christian and Aldo do not give up. They continue to record and upload videos, hoping that one day they will finally catch the attention of the internet and become famous. They are determined to succeed, no matter how long it takes. One day, Christian and Aldo decide to do something different. They decide to add some thrill and excitement to their content. They plan to do an outdoor streaming session where they explore something interesting or dangerous. During this streaming session, Aldo playfully throws a basketball into the garden of an old, abandoned-looking bungalow. The basketball lands in the overgrown garden, and they cannot retrieve it without entering the property. They walk up to the front door and ring the doorbell. No one responds. The house appears to be completely empty and abandoned. Without thinking much about it, Aldo decides to jump over the wall and enter the property to retrieve the basketball. Christian stays outside and continues to record the live stream on his phone. He captures everything that Aldo does. The bungalow looks like it has been deserted for a very long time. The garden is vast and dense with overgrown plants and vegetation. It is wild and untamed. As Aldo explores the garden, Christian notices something strange. He spots an old well in the garden. The well looks ancient and weathered. Out of curiosity, Christian walks over to the well and looks down inside it. What he sees shocks him. There is something moving at the bottom of the well. There is a body in the well. But when he looks again a moment later, everything has vanished. There is no body, there is no movement. The well is completely still and empty. It is as if nothing was ever there. Christian takes it as a joke. He thinks his eyes were playing tricks on him. He thinks he imagined seeing something that was not really there. He has no idea how dangerous and mysterious the place they have chosen really is. Suddenly, the main gate of the bungalow swings open on its own. There is no one pushing it. There is no wind strong enough to open such a heavy gate. It simply opens by itself, as if moved by an invisible force. As soon as Aldo sees the gate opening on its own, he becomes frightened. Both Christian and Aldo are scared by this strange event. They run away from the bungalow as fast as they can. They do not want to stay in this place any longer. They go back home. Once they are home, Christian sits down at his computer and edits the video they recorded. He adds special effects to make the footage look more dramatic and scarier. He enhances the footage with editing tricks and visual effects. He makes the video look like a genuine paranormal encounter. Christian finds the whole idea so fun and entertaining that he immediately tells Aldo to upload the video to YouTube. Aldo is hesitant at first. He thinks it's just a prank and he is about to delete the video and not upload it. But Christian explains to him that a lot of content on the internet is scripted and fabricated. Christian says that this video is just like one of those fictional horror stories that people create for entertainment. Aldo agrees with Christian's reasoning. They decide to upload the video to YouTube. Within just a few hours of posting the video, something remarkable happens. The video starts getting millions of views. It goes viral. Thousands of people are watching their content. The views keep climbing higher and higher. It is the first big success of their lives. Their follower count shoots up from just a few thousand to 70,000 followers. They are overjoyed by their success. They're thrilled by the attention and the views. They celebrate by throwing a party. They invite friends and celebrate their newfound success as YouTubers. A few days later, the video crosses over 3 million views. The fame and attention keep growing. Christian and Aldo realize that they have found a formula for success. They understand that their followers want more spooky and scary content from them. They understand that supernatural horror content is what makes people click and watch. To recreate that success and to capitalize on their new fame, Christian and Aldo plan to visit the same bungalow again. This time, they will create an even scarier video. They plan to enter the bungalow at 2:30 in the morning. They choose the darkest time of night to make the video more frightening.
They arm themselves with a professional camera this time. They are not just using their phones anymore, they have invested in proper filming equipment. They are committed to creating high-quality content. They are ready to enter the bungalow at night and explore it thoroughly. The first thing they see when they enter the bungalow is a cross hanging on one of the walls. It indicates that the bungalow once belonged to religious people. They move further inside and climb the stairs. They find themselves in a large hall. The hall is completely empty. There is no furniture at all. The walls are bare, except for one large picture hanging on the wall. The picture shows a man in a white uniform. Aldo makes a guess that the bungalow must have once belonged to a wealthy man, maybe a military officer or an important government official. They are discussing this when something unexpected happens. Aldo suddenly disappears. He vanishes without explanation. Christian is confused and worried. He picks up his torch, which had fallen to the ground. He starts looking for Aldo everywhere inside the bungalow. He calls out for Aldo, but gets no response. That is when Christian notices something odd. A chair is placed right in the middle of the room. The chair was not there before. It appears suddenly and strangely. But then Aldo reveals himself. He was just setting up special effects and props to make the video scarier. He was deliberately creating a spooky atmosphere to add thrill to their content. He tells Christian that they are just about to begin the actual shoot. He apologizes for scaring Christian. They resume filming with renewed energy. They are ready to create the scariest video possible. But what happens next is completely unexpected. It is something neither of them planned or created. As soon as they move further inside the house, the chair in the room that Aldo had placed suddenly starts sliding across the floor in a different direction. It moves on its own. Aldo is just as shocked as Christian. Aldo did not do this. He did not move the chair. The chair is moving by itself. Just then they hear a strange sound. It is the sound of running water. The sound is coming from somewhere inside the house. Slowly they move toward the direction of the water sound. They are trying to find the source of the water sound. They discover that the toilet in the bathroom is flushing by itself. There is no one in the bathroom. No one is touching the toilet, yet it is flushing repeatedly. This is impossible. This should not be happening. At that very moment, something else happens. A large picture hanging on the wall suddenly falls to the ground with a loud crash. The impact shakes both of them. Then, before they can even process what just happened, the crystal chandelier hanging from the ceiling comes crashing down with a deafening noise. Pieces of crystal scatter across the floor. The sound is loud and terrifying. Christian is now completely terrified. He is shaking with fear. He wants to leave the bungalow immediately. He wants to get out and never come back. He is ready to abandon the video and run away. But Aldo is not ready to give up. He thinks about the fame and fortune they have recently gained from their viral video. He does not want to lose it. He does not want the fame to disappear. He thinks that the scarier the video, the more people will watch it and the more famous they will become. He explains this to Christian. He convinces Christian that they should continue exploring and filming. Christian agrees again. Despite his terror, Christian agrees to continue. Both of them head toward the bungalow's living room. In the living room, there stands an old grand piano. The piano is large and ornate. It immediately catches Aldo's attention. Without thinking much, Aldo walks over to the piano and plays a few notes on it. The sound of the piano echoes through the empty house. Just then, Aldo's eyes fall on a photo hanging on the wall above the piano. The photo shows a woman and a child. It is clear that they were probably the former owners of the bungalow. A family once lived here. The mother and child stare out from the photograph with sad expressions.
After examining the photograph, Christian and Aldo decide to explore the upper floors. They move upstairs cautiously. They climb the stairs slowly, ready for anything. On the upper floor, they find several rooms. One of the rooms is locked. The door is closed and will not open. Aldo tries to open it, but the door is completely locked. He tries using force, but it will not budge. So Aldo decides to explore the rest of the rooms instead. He sees a goat trophy hanging on the wall, which is strange. He also sees an old children's bicycle leaning against a wall. These items suggest that a child once lived in this house.
Suddenly, without any explanation, the locked door opens on its own. The lock releases. The door swings open. Christian and Aldo are both amazed and frightened by this. Without thinking, they both walk inside the room that was previously locked. The room is larger than the other rooms they have explored. As they enter, they see a broken necklace lying on the floor. The necklace is shattered into pieces. Aldo guesses that this must have been the master bedroom where the man and woman from the photograph slept. Christian notices something disturbing on the floor. There is a deep red stain on the hardwood floor. It looks like blood. The stain is large and old. It has been there for a long time. This raises serious questions. Why is there blood in the bedroom? What happened here? Aldo moves into the attached bathroom. There is a massive massage tub in the bathroom, a luxury item in this old house. Aldo exclaims in surprise, saying that these rich people had bathrooms bigger than their entire houses. He makes a joke to lighten the mood. But suddenly, a loud noise echoes through the house again. It sounds like a door repeatedly opening and closing by itself. The sound is violent and repetitive. Bang, bang, bang. The sound of the door slamming shut over and over. Christian and Aldo go to check what is making the noise. They find a room with a door that is shaking violently. The door is moving back and forth on its hinges. Yet when they open the door, the room inside is completely empty. No one is there. Nothing is inside the room to explain why the door is moving. Just then, something else happens. The old children's bicycle that they saw earlier in the hallway suddenly rolls toward them on its own. The bicycle moves across the floor without anyone pushing it. It rolls right toward them. Christian is so terrified by this that he is about to run away and abandon everything. But Aldo jokingly stops him and says, "Now that we are here, let us finish what we came for." He is trying to keep Christian calm and continue filming. Christian agrees again, though he is clearly afraid. Both of them move back toward the main bedroom, but this time, Aldo signals Christian to stay quiet and be very careful. They approach the door and peek through a crack in the doorway. Aldo sees something inside the room. There is a woman talking to a child inside the bedroom. The woman and child are both present in the room, but when they look more carefully, they realize something is wrong. These are not normal people. There is something very wrong and unnatural about them. Christian and Aldo are stunned by the sight of this mysterious woman and child. They do not understand what they are seeing. Just at that moment, Christian's basketball rolls in front of them, as if someone had deliberately thrown it there. The basketball appears right in front of their eyes. This is the basketball that Aldo threw into the garden at the very beginning. Someone or something has retrieved it and thrown it toward them. Christian is now absolutely terrified. He cannot stay in this place any longer. He runs downstairs in fear. His heart is pounding. His mind is racing. He knows that something is very wrong. When Aldo catches up with Christian downstairs, Christian is frantic. He tells Aldo that things are definitely not right in this house. He tells Aldo that they need to leave immediately. They need to get out now. But just as Christian is saying this, a strange sound fills the entire house. It is the sound of someone playing the piano. The piano music echoes through the rooms. The music is coming from somewhere inside the house. They follow the sound and realize that the music is coming from the living room where they saw the grand piano earlier. They look carefully and see something impossible in the mirror. They see the reflection of a man in a white uniform. The man is sitting at the piano playing the music. He is the same man from the photograph on the wall. But when they turn around to look directly at the piano, no one is sitting there. The piano is empty. There is no man at the piano, yet in the mirror they can clearly see him playing. This sight chills them to their very bones. It defies all logic and reason. A ghost, a spirit, something supernatural is playing the piano. Before they can even process this horrifying sight, the large front door of the mansion begins to open on its own. The heavy door slowly swings open. It moves slowly and deliberately. Terrified beyond words, Christian and Aldo quickly hide under the stairs. They crouch in the shadows beneath the staircase, hoping that whatever is opening the doors will not find them. They hold their breath and try to be as quiet as possible. From their hiding place under the stairs, they see a horrifying sight. a man is dragging someone into a room. The man is pulling a limp figure across the floor. The person being dragged appears to be unconscious or dead. Christian and Aldo do not want to see any more. They are terrified. Suddenly, a woman's voice comes from right behind them. The woman is standing very close to them. She is dressed like an ordinary maid. She is wearing a maid's uniform. But her expression is very stern and harsh. Her face is cold and angry. She looks at them with piercing eyes. In a harsh and demanding tone, she asks, "What are you two doing here?" Christian nervously tries to explain. He says they thought the house was empty, so they came in to retrieve a basketball. He is stammering and stuttering. He is very afraid. But before Christian can finish his explanation, a loud gunshot rings out. The sound is deafening. A gun has been fired inside the house. The noise echoes through the rooms. When Christian and Aldo turn around, the maid has vanished. She is gone. She has disappeared as suddenly as she appeared. But the sound of the gunshot was very real. It was not in their imagination. Christian's face has turned completely pale. He is shaking with fear. His eyes are wide with terror. He now desperately wants to leave without any further argument. He is willing to abandon the camera and the video. He just wants to get out alive. Christian and Aldo try to open the main door. They pull and push, but the door is completely locked. They cannot open it. They try all the remaining doors in the house, but every single door is locked. The windows are sealed shut. They are trapped inside the house. There is no way out. Now Christian is regretting listening to Aldo and staying in this house. He blames Aldo for his desire for fame. Aldo tries to call the police on his phone. He dials the emergency number. But as soon as he starts giving the address of the mansion, the phone loses network. The signal drops. The call gets disconnected. They cannot reach the police. They have no way to call for help. Now they have only one option left. They have to find their own way out of the house. They have to escape on their own. Just then, the sound of another door opening is heard. The door is opening on its own. Both Christian and Aldo quickly turn off their torches and flashlights. They hide in a dark corner of the room, hoping that whatever is coming will not see them. A man enters the room. He has a haura, a large sack or burlap bag slung over his shoulder. The bag appears to be very heavy. The man is carrying something in the bag. What is inside? They cannot tell. The man moves through the room and goes into another room. A little while later, the same man comes out of the room, but now he has a gun in his hand. He is holding a revolver or pistol. He walks over to the fireplace and sits down in front of it. He places the gun near him. Christian and Aldo notice the man's shadow projected on the wall by the flickering light of the fireplace. The shadow is solid and real. It is the shadow of a living, breathing human being. This is important. The man is not a ghost or a spirit. He is a real human being. This gives Aldo an idea. They can negotiate with a human. They can try to reason with a human or overpower a human, but they cannot fight a ghost or a spirit. Aldo grabs Christian's arm and runs with him to the upper floor. There, Aldo picks up a large stone and smashes the window pane. The glass shatters. The sound is loud. The window is now open to the outside world. Aldo and Christian quickly hide inside a large wardrobe in the room. They crouch down inside the wardrobe and close the doors. They are hidden in the darkness inside the wooden wardrobe. Hearing the sound of the breaking glass, the man comes upstairs. His footsteps are heavy and slow. He is walking carefully, checking each room. He is looking for whoever made that noise. He is about to approach the wardrobe when something stops him. The maid appears again. She is crying. She is very upset and angry. In a loud, accusatory voice, she asks the man, "Why did you kill my brother?" The man responds calmly and coldly, "I just followed the orders I was given." He speaks without emotion or remorse. The maid is filled with rage. She is red with anger. She cannot physically hurt the man, but she can curse him. She starts cursing him and his entire family. She is filled with hate and vengeance. The man grows irritated by her words. He becomes angry. He shoves her to the ground violently. She falls hard onto the floor. At that moment, it seems like the maid might have noticed Christian and Aldo hiding in the wardrobe, but she does not say anything. She does not reveal them to the man. Instead, she pulls a small knife from her pocket. She slowly begins approaching the man. She has decided to take revenge on him herself. She is going to stab him with a knife. Christian and Aldo, hiding in the wardrobe, have only one desire left. They want to get out of this house no matter what. They don't care about the video, they don't care about fame, they just want to survive and escape. As soon as the maid leaves to confront the man, Aldo takes out a rope that he has been carrying. He makes a plan to escape by climbing down through the window they broke earlier. Christian picks up the professional camera and looks toward the man. He thinks the man might be dead or injured from the maid's attack, but the game is not over yet.
Christian and Aldo manage to get out of the wardrobe without being seen. They move toward the window. They tie the rope to something solid and begin climbing down through the window. They descend from the roof carefully. They manage to reach the balcony. They are almost to freedom. They are almost out of the house. Just as they are about to slide down past the grill to the lower floor, that mysterious man suddenly appears on the balcony. He moves so fast that they barely see him. In a flash, he pulls Christian into the room through the air. Christian is grabbed and pulled violently back into the house. Aldo is trembling with fear, but he cannot abandon his friend. He starts trying to break down the door to save Christian. He throws his body against the door. He pushes and pulls. He tries everything, but the man is so fast and strong that the door slams shut and stays locked. Aldo cannot break through. No matter how hard Aldo tries, the door will not open. It is too strong. He is not strong enough. Now Aldo has to find another way into the room. He runs around trying to find another entrance. As he tries to enter from the other side, his eyes fall on something horrible. The maid's body is hanging from the ceiling. She is dead. She is suspended in the air by a rope. Her body is motionless. Seeing this, Aldo's mind goes blank. His sanity is shattered. He is completely terrified. He starts running in the opposite direction. He runs away from the body. But while running, he runs into some very strange people. These are not normal humans. They have goat-like horns on their heads. They look demonic and evil. Christian is also screaming and running away in fear after seeing these creatures. These horned figures seem to be part of the house's dark mystery. Are they ghosts? Are they demons? Are they humans performing some kind of ritual? Christian does not know. He does not care. He just wants to escape. While running frantically, Christian sees a door. There is a ray of hope. Maybe this door will lead to freedom. He runs toward it, but as soon as he reaches it, the door shuts on its own. He cannot open it. He presses his face against the door, trying to see what is inside. Through the glass of the window and the door, he can see into the room. A woman is playing a harmonium or vina, an ancient stringed instrument. She is playing it by candlelight. She is focused on her music. The light is very dim. The shadows dance on the walls. Just then, the door shuts again. Christian is locked out. He starts banging on the door with his fists. He is desperate to get inside or to get past this door. He is running and banging on the door, hoping it will open. Suddenly, without any apparent cause, the harmonium is thrown through the room. It crashes against the mirror. The sound is loud and violent. The mirror shatters. Aldo begins trembling and crying upon seeing this violence. He is reaching his breaking point. He is about to have a complete mental breakdown. The woman inside the room sees him. She has a very stern expression. She looks at him with cold eyes. She asks harshly, "What are you doing in my house?" Aldo begs for forgiveness. He tells her that he will never come there again. He is willing to do anything just to get out alive. He is willing to promise anything. But just at that very moment, a child riding a bicycle arrives. The child appears seemingly out of nowhere. Aldo turns around to look at the woman again, but she has vanished. She has disappeared. She is gone. When he turns back, the bicycle is gone. Everything is gone. Aldo is completely shattered emotionally. His mind cannot process what is happening. Nothing makes sense. Reality and the supernatural are mixing together.
Aldo runs straight into the hall. He is desperate and confused. He runs toward a room and sees that the door is open. This is the room where Christian had been locked up earlier. He stands there watching as that mysterious man comes out of the room holding an axe. The man is carrying the weapon as if he owns it. He walks away without looking at Aldo. Aldo is frozen with fear, but he realizes that this might be his only chance to save Christian.
Aldo immediately pulls the key from the door and rushes inside the room. This room is a basement. It is filled with terrifying tools of torture. There are blood-stained knives and sharp implements. There are scattered pieces of skeletons on the floor, the remains of victims. Hundreds of candles are burning on the walls, lighting up the room with a flickering, eerie glow. The basement looks like a chamber of horrors. It looks like a place where people were tortured and killed. The strange thing is that the iron door leading out of the basement is open. It is as if someone deliberately left a way out, as if someone wanted them to escape. Aldo searches frantically through the basement. He's looking for Christian. Finally, he finds him. Christian is chained with iron shackles. His wrists and ankles are bound with heavy chains attached to the wall. He is trapped. He cannot move. He cannot escape on his own. But just then, sounds start coming from outside the basement again. Loud, heavy footsteps, banging on doors. The mysterious man is returning. Aldo feels panic rising in his chest. He is certain that the man is coming back for them. He turns around to tell Christian to run, but when he looks, Christian has suddenly vanished. Christian has disappeared. Just like the woman and the child and the maid, Christian has vanished. Aldo does not know what to do anymore. He is alone. He is desperate. Aldo decides that he has to escape from this basement immediately. He cannot save Christian. He cannot do anything for him. He has to think of himself. He has to survive. He picks up an axe that is lying nearby. He grips the axe tightly. He slowly begins preparing to exit the basement. He is ready to fight if he has to. He is ready to defend himself. As soon as he steps outside the basement, he sees something that gives him hope. It is morning. Daylight is streaming through the windows. He can see sunlight. Seeing this, he feels a sense of relief washing over him. Surely the evil and the supernatural cannot exist in daylight. Surely he is safe now. He is alive, and it is morning. But just as he runs toward the main door, hoping to escape, that same mysterious man appears again in front of him. The man blocks his path. Aldo is trapped once more. Eventually, Christian once again falls into the hands of the mysterious man. Aldo is overpowered. He is knocked down. Everything goes black. But shortly after, Aldo regains consciousness. He does not know where he is or how much time has passed. His entire body aches. He is bleeding. He is in pain, but he is alive. Dragging himself somehow, using what strength remains, Aldo manages to crawl out of the mansion. He pulls himself along the ground. He drags himself toward the exit. Finally, he makes it out of the house. He collapses on the road outside, exhausted and defeated. His eyes are still filled with worry and pain for his friend Christian. Sometime later, fire brigade and ambulance vehicles arrive at the mansion. Emergency responders come to the house, and after much effort and searching, Christian is also rescued alive from inside the mansion. He is found and brought out. Christian has survived. When Aldo finds out that Christian has survived the ordeal, he breathes a sigh of relief. His friend is alive. His friend will survive. But then Aldo suddenly remembers something very important. He remembers that the professional camera had been left behind inside the mansion. The footage, the video that they recorded. They cannot leave it there. Without wasting any time, despite his injuries and exhaustion, he runs back toward the mansion. But what he sees there is hard to believe. It shakes him to his very core. What he discovers is a shocking truth that changes everything. The body that was found in the well at the very beginning of their adventure is none other than Aldo himself. The dead body at the bottom of the well is Aldo, but Aldo is standing there. He is alive. How can this be? How can Aldo be both dead and alive? The footage found in the camera becomes the most crucial piece of evidence. It holds the answer to this mystery. When the police review the camera footage, the truth emerges. The truth is terrible. The video makes it clear that the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy is Christian himself. Christian is the villain. Christian is the murderer. Christian killed Aldo. Christian has been manipulating everything from the beginning. When Christian fully regains consciousness, the police begin questioning him about the entire incident. They want to know what happened. They want to know the truth. But Christian keeps repeating that he does not remember anything. He cannot recall what happened. He cannot give any clear answers to the police. His mind seems to have blocked out the memories. Or he is lying and refusing to tell the truth. Eventually, the police show him the camera footage. They play back the video that he and Aldo recorded. What appears in the footage is enough to shake anyone to their core. The video shows the truth. The video is the evidence that proves Christian's guilt. The video makes it clear beyond any doubt that Christian is the killer. Christian is the one who murdered Aldo. Christian deliberately took Aldo to the haunted mansion. Christian orchestrated everything. Christian used Aldo to create viral content, and then Christian killed him and hid his body in the well. With this revelation, the mystery is solved. The horrifying truth is exposed. Christian is a murderer who killed his own friend for fame and money. The supernatural events might have been real, or they might have been created to confuse and manipulate. But what is certain is that Christian's hunger for fame and success drove him to commit the ultimate crime. He killed his friend Aldo to cover up his tracks and to keep all the fame and fortune for himself. The story ends here with this shocking revelation. Let me know your thoughts about this twisted horror tale in the comments section below. Also, subscribe to this channel for more horror stories and recaps like this one.